What is going on, beautiful beings and conscious co-creators? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a special thank you for those of you guys who decided to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful butterflies that decided to hit that subscribe button. Words can't express how grateful I am to see this channel grow. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm in such a good, chill mood. And side note, back in my closet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch some other videos. But I'm back in my closet, and my dog is right next to me. He is refusing to leave the closet, and so we're both like just jammed in this little bitty, it's a walk-in closet, but it's like a little bitty walk-in closet. And he's like the true epitome of a ride or die dog. He's with me wherever I am. I have to be in his line of sight at all times. So thumbs up this video if you already know what I'm talking about, when you have that dog that just has to watch you wherever you are, bathrooms, kitchens, outside, anywhere I go, the dog has to be with me. Otherwise, he freaks out. Like, I feel like I'm his emotional support human. Anyway, I wanted to do a pick a card today. It's a little different. What I've done is, of course, you can see me, and I have no makeup on, so let's just get that out of the way. I don't have no makeup on, didn't feel like it, so I'm not doing it. But I did take the liberty of making this really pretty background. And so there's four decks, right? Four groups. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4. And we're going to start that from the left side. So when you're looking at it, starting from your left, it'll be Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. I might annotate it in the editing part of this video. I'm not sure. But, and then of course I have my citrine stone, and then I have my pyrite stone to the right. I decided I was going to make a course, okay? I was going to make a course. I began my spiritual awakening earlier this year, and I've come such a long way, but I feel like there's so many things that I had to like learn myself and figure out, and like there's so much information out there, and I just wish that there was like a go-to place that I could just get all of the basic information, so that I could know at least what journey I was going on, like what process I wanted to start on, just get basic information, so I knew like where I wanted to go and look more into, and where I could like look more into this later. For example, when I first got into my spiritual awakening and spiritual journey, I was real big into numerology and tarot. And from there, I have went into more astrology, and more into crystals, and more into even spell candles. Like, there's so many things out there, you guys. And if you are new to your journey, or you just want a place to get like a one-stop just starter basic kit of just general information about things, so that you have an idea, so you know what you want to go and study further, I decided I was going to come up with a course so that I could help people who were in a position I was in, because I didn't see any courses out there like this specifically. Not to say that there aren't any, because there might be, but I didn't see any. And so I'm planning on being able to put this course into and just kind of bring this to its existence at the beginning of the year, so on January 1st. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. But if you are interested in that course, I'm going to have something in my description box for you to click on, and you could just put in your email, and that way you will kind of know when I drop that course, so that'll be something that you're interested in, copying to help you on your spiritual journey, especially for the new year. So anyway, that's something that I'm planning on doing. That's what I've been working on. Something that I was actually like, I just heard my guides telling me, go ahead and do it, and I came up with every excuse for like a good week and a half of why I shouldn't do it. And they just been dealing with me, so some of you can relate to that. Some of you might not know any idea what I'm talking about, but anyway, I'm putting that out there. That's what I'm doing. And yeah, so aside from that, we're going to go ahead and just get started on the video. But yeah, I will have that link in the description box. So if you're interested, if you are starting your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening process, if you're interested in just getting the basic information about things like numerology and things like astrology, things like crystals, even sage, which is on the screen. Like if you're interested in just getting basic information, if you're new, this might be something of interest to you. So, you know, go ahead and click that link, put in your information. I am also going to have a giveaway, but I'll explain that in another video, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get information on all of this stuff, because it will be coming within the next week or so. All right? Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started into this pick a card. So, as you can tell, this is going to be a pick a card about just like what the gossip is right now surrounding you in your life. You know, what are they talking about? What is going on? What are people running their mouths about? Like, what's going on? And this could be good, bad, indifferent. It doesn't have to be all negative. It could be good gossip. You know, it's just such thing. There's a such thing as good gossip. So that's the thing. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just get started. So like I said earlier, we're going to have group 1 and group 2, group 3, group 4. And I'm also going to be drinking my tea intermittently. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. And we're going to start out with group 1. So here we go. All right, so for group number 1, we have the King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Lovers, we have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Wands. And I just want to say I see two things right off the top. Let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, I am. So the first thing right off the top that I see, hold on. All right, my computer I almost lost my computer. Okay, so I see two things. The first thing that I see is that this feels like good gossip, all right? This feels like good gossip. People are speaking more positively than negatively about you guys. But I also see a lot of come up. Like, I feel like the gossip is that you came up on something, all right? I feel like with the King of Pentacles and then it being right next to the Emperor card, I feel like you guys came up on some success. I feel like with the King of Pentacles, it represents, you know, just a maturity in obtaining material things, wealth, money. It is like, and this is also a lot of times what it's referred to. I have the spread in front of me, by the way. So if I pick up the card, it's because it's right in front of me. Just I put it on the screen for you guys to be able to visually see it better, because I wanted to make sure you guys could visually see your spread. All right, so. With the King of Pentacles, though, this is also like the Midas touch card, okay? So I feel like everything is going so good for you guys right now, and people are just like, what's going on with so-and-so? Like, you know, she got a new car. He's out here, you know, booked and busy. You know, they're over here going on vacations. Like, you know, like, it's good gossip. Like, people are just like, what's going on with you guys? Like, you know, all of a sudden, you know, you done traded out, you know, purses for name brand purses and shoes for name brand shoes. Like, you guys are on a come up right now, and people are noticing. And I also feel like with that Lovers card in the middle, it kind of just symbolizes that you've come up, but it's like you didn't sell out on your come up. Like you stuck to something that you really loved, and you were really passionate about, something that you were really connected to. And I feel like and again, this is a collective reading, so this might not resonate with everybody, but I feel like for you guys stuck to your passion and you had tunnel vision. And with this wand energy ending your spread, I feel like some of you guys, either you have fire in your chart, or you were just like activating some fire within. And so you could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or like I said, you could just be channeling that essence for the time being while you were on your project. And it's really paying off, because it represented a new opportunity, a possibility, and just that like drive to move forward. And I feel like with that Five of Wands card, like, you guys did put in some work, and you know, it's making it worth your while. So yeah, I just feel like that for you guys. I feel like the gossip is just like word on the street is you didn't came up on some money, and people are trying to figure out what happened, what did you do. And like I said, it's all positive. I mean, there's not even a reverse in your spread right now. So like, I feel like it's just all sort of just positivity, but the overall energy I'm getting, overall energy is going to be that King of Pentacles card. but we cannot ignore the emperor and the lover. And that's why I'm saying, like, it was something that you guys were passionate about, it was something that you guys connected with, and you just tunnel vision that emperor card is just like that tunnel vision. Like, you're not making excuses, you're like, all right, let's go hit the pavement. And you guys are seeing the success with that, and people are noticing that you're getting the success with that. And so it's just like, you know, when your lifestyle changes, people talk. When you move from one house to a, you know, bigger house, a nicer house, people talk, especially people in your circle. They're talking. But like I said, I'm not getting negative vibes from you guys, but I am getting that sense of just like some things about your lifestyle have changed, and people are talking, like friends and family alike. Anybody that has had opportunity to see your come up is talking about you. Okay, you guys could even be influencers too. I am getting that some of you guys could be influencers, and maybe you just landed a really nice brand deal that was able to really set you just significantly change your lifestyle. And so, you know, just like with anything, that can reflect itself in your own your actual life. Like I said, maybe you guys really did move, and people are seeing that and they're just like, huh, what's going on with them? Ooh, that's too hot to drink right now. All right, I tried. It's too hot. So anyway, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I'm gonna pull just a couple more cards right now to see what else tarot needs to say. And I'm gonna use my favorite deck of the moment, which is the Spellcaster's deck. It looks like that. I've used this in, like, I don't even know, every single video for the last month or so. I absolutely love this deck. I love the imagery of this deck. I'm so big on pictures and symbolism. It's not even funny. And this deck has that, all of it. Has that, all of it. Whew. You would think English is not my first language, the way I talk sometimes. You really would. All right. What else for group one? Okay. Yeah. So we got King of Pentacles again. So they're just reinforcing. You guys got that Midas touch, and you guys are just, yeah. And then I pulled this Hermit card in reverse. I don't know if you can see that. I pulled this Hermit card in reverse, but even with that Hermit card, like, it's just telling me that, like, you guys have transitioned out of this state of, like, you know, the work, the grind mode, and I feel like you guys are taking the opportunity to, like, really reap the benefits of all the work that you've done. And that's why people are able to see it, because it's like, okay, you've transitioned out of that period of just, like, tunnel vision, and so now you're like, oh, okay, you know, we did all this, we did so good this last year or so, and we were able to you know, amass this amount of money, and so now we're going to go on vacation, or now it's time to get a new car, or now it's time to move. And so because you're in the stage of, like, you know, actually spending this money that you've accumulated on things that are actually tangible, like what this King of Pentacles represents, people are able to actually see it. Because before, when you were making all this money but you weren't spending it, people didn't know what was going on with you. They just knew you were always busy, or you were just hard to be in contact with or reach or whatever. And now that you're, like, pulling up to the family reunion in a Mercedes Benz, they're like, ooh, who is this? Like, what did you just do? Like, where'd you come from? And that's the vibe that you're giving off. So yeah. Okay. And then the Two of Pentacles card I also pulled, again, it's just all about just amassing tangible things, and learning, and I think that you guys have you're getting to a place now where you're balancing it. I do want to say that I feel like that Two of Pentacles card at one point was in reverse, because you guys were not you weren't really balancing, like, the social and the work life. I feel like you guys were just straight tunnel visioned. I keep saying that because that's the word that keeps coming out. You guys were tunnel vision, you guys were focused, dedicated, sun up to sundown, working on your craft, grinding, hustling, and reaping the benefits. So that's the good gossip for you guys. It is good gossip, so that's why I'm calling it good gossip. Might not always be good gossip, but for you guys, it happens to be. Talking like a mile a minute. Anyway, I hope that resonates with you guys. I'm gonna make this short, sweet, and simple. That's the good gossip for you all. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Read all that stuff in the description boxes. I took some time to actually write that stuff down. I have to sneeze. Okay, yeah, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. All right, bye. All right, so this is going to be the spread for group 2. What is the gossip going on about you? What are people saying? All right, so let's just start out. We're going to read the cards out. So we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse. 10 of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so um, let me just, oh, side note, I do have the spread in front of me, but you guys are going to see it in a really pretty photography fashion. A, you're going to see it in a picture form. All right. So, first thing that I want to point out is at the end of your spread, we have the Ace of Pentacles card, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Keep that in mind because that's probably the only positive thing I have to say right now. And just listen, okay? Ace of Pentacles at the end of your spread is positive because this is the abundance card. This is the potential card. This is the doors are starting to open, things are starting to shift card, okay? This is the things I like. My palm is out. I'm ready to receive uh, positivity. I said abundance, wealth, whatever that is for you. Palms out though. So that's ending your deck. So that's good. This is the conclusion. However, um, the rest of your spread really just kind of shows me I'm getting struggle and resistance and greed and um, I'm just okay. Again, just listen. Don't get defensive. Group 2. Um, that Six of Pentacles card in reverse is showing that you're not letting something go. And then I'm looking at the Ten of Wands as well. And again, I'm just feeling like there's something that you're holding on to and you're not letting it go. Four of Swords in reverse, again, you're justifying not letting this go. And people are looking at you, and I feel like they're even questioning, what are you doing? And I feel like this has to do with a relationship, personally. That's what I feel. That's what I'm getting from looking at these cards, reading them, interpreting them. It feels like a relationship. People are out here talking about you possibly being with someone that is not right for you, that's possibly dogging you out, treating you disrespectfully, treating you in a way that you would not want to be treated, and you're making excuses for this person because of greed. You want that relationship, you want the relationship to look the way you want it to look, and you're holding on to it, but at the same time with this 3 of Swords card, you know it's hurting you. You know it's hurting you, but you don't want to let it go. You think with this 10 of Wands, you think you can weather through it, okay? You think, oh, I got it. Like, and I feel like it's not even, it's gossip with you, but people have actually also came up to you and told you it. They've told you, hey, John's over here tripping and, just straight being disrespectful towards you. What are you doing, girl? Or your homeboys that came to you and said, hey, Rebecca's over here. I don't know where I'm getting these names from, but Rebecca's over here tripping. What are you doing? Like, she's straight dogging you right now. Like, you are with someone who does not have your best intentions at heart, who does not speak life to you, who is not interested in seeing you win. And I feel like you guys know that, because you guys are I feel like you guys are observant, like you're aware of it, but the denial, like this 4 of Swords in reverse for you guys is denial. Like, you guys are in denial about the truth, and the truth is that, just like everyone else that's talking about it knows, that this is not something that is helping you in the long run, and you're holding on to it because perhaps maybe you just don't want to be alone, or maybe you don't want to be single, maybe you don't like the idea of having to let go of this person because this person at one point represented something so beautiful, or there's a lot of nostalgic memories and feelings with regards to this person. Maybe this is someone that you've known for a long time, but I do feel like right now in this specific season, the cards are saying, look, this is not someone that you need to have in your life. I do feel like it's a relationship, like a romantic relationship for some of you guys, but for others, this really just could be a friend or a business partner. This is someone that does have very significant amount of influence on you, and it's something that you need to release, okay? And like I said, I feel like should you do it, again, we're ending it with the Ace of Pentacles. So there's promise on the other side of that. But gossip around you guys is that you are holding on to something, and it's like they're saying that they feel embarrassed for you. They feel like you deserve better. They feel like you're hurting yourself, or not hurting yourself, but what's happening is hurting you. Everyone knows that, well, not everyone. Most people who are familiar with tarot know that this Three of Swords is the heartbreak card. This is the sorrow, pain card. So I do feel like this person is doing that. They're breaking your heart. They're coming, and they're just, I don't know, they're just doing things that aren't nice, and it's because they don't care. They don't care about you. And I feel like part of you knows that, but maybe the other part just feels like, well, maybe they will because they once did, and I need them to get back to that. But what we can't do with this Four of Swords in reverse is we cannot be in denial, okay? We have to be able to face facts. Truth is truth, right? And now we can feel how we want to feel about truth, but at the end of the day, if someone is showing you true colors, group two, if they're showing you, look, this is who I am right now, you got to believe them. All right, if they show you, look, I don't really care about you right now. Not to say that they won't ever care about you, because people can change, but we cannot stick around for those people to change if it's not conducive to us feeling good about ourselves. I hope that makes sense. And of course, I'm not like, preaching, or I do mentor people, so I guess sometimes I can come off as very coachy, but it's just because I'm so passionate about people loving themselves, and people getting to a place where they don't need validation from anyone, because they have all they need. They have all the tools that they need. And if you go and check out my Instagram page, like, you'll see, like, I write messages weekly about, like, inspirational messages where I'm just telling everyone, like, look, you are enough, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are creative, you are capable, you are loved, because loving yourself is really enough. Everything else is just extra. I talk about that because I feel so strongly about that because of where I've been. And maybe one day I'll tell my testimony, but right now I'm not. The point is that I don't want to be mistaken as being like, preachy or coachy, but like I said, like the people that I do mentor, like we work on, things that they need to release. We work on things that they've been holding on for like 10 years, and there's so much healing in that. All right. So I just think that for you guys specifically, even with that Ace of Pentacles at the end, there's healing, and letting things go, especially things that don't serve you. And for some reason, I do feel like the cards are saying that whatever situation you're in, the gossip is that this person is out here just, treating you in ways that you do not want to be treated. And that's the biggest issue of this whole thing, because this person is doing it in a way where other people can see it, and it's causing people to talk, and they're talking. It's probably gotten back to you a bunch of times, but you keep making excuses. All right. So I'm going to pull some cards from a different deck just to get a little bit more clarification. Maybe we'll ask who this person is, what kind of person they are. Let's do that. What kind of person is this for group two? Thank you. Oh, card came flying out. Oh, okay. So we got Four of Pentacles. This is from the Spellcaster's deck. So we got the Four of Pentacles, but that card is in reverse. So I feel like this person is just, they're not on the same page with you. I feel like where you would say, all right, we're going to go right, okay? And they'll be like, okay, and then they'll go left. Like, they're very, like, I feel like they like attention. And this isn't all, like, about Four of Pentacles as far as the card meanings. This is just what I'm intuitively getting at this point. But this person is very showy. This person likes attention, and they like attention in a reckless fashion, and so whatever can get their attention is what's going to happen. It's almost like they they put their attention up for a bid, and whoever the highest bidder is gets their attention, and that for the most part is not going to be you. And I feel like that's part of the reason why you feel the way you feel with that Three of Swords and that Four of Swords in reverse card. But yeah, this person's not on the same page with you. This person does not share, at least right now, they don't share the same goals that you have. Maybe you guys at one point did, but right now they're on a whole different note right now, and they're doing them. That's what I'm seeing as well. Wow, and then I got Nine of Pentacles card in reverse. I do see this person being someone that then this is why I also feel like this is a person of romantic, um, of romance, like this is a partner of yours, because home life is just being disrupted. I feel like you're not living in a place of peace right now because of this person, all right? Wow. And then I see Eight of Cups in reverse. I don't know if I showed the Nine of Pentacles, but this is the Eight of Cups in reverse. So now all of this is just coming out in reverse for you guys. And Eight of Cups in reverse is just saying that what's happening is, you know, like I said, you guys know that you need to walk away from this situation. And I just feel like right now you're talking yourself out of it. You're coming up with ways or reasons why you should hold on longer. I think that you're really trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt, and you might be doing that because of either past experiences with other people, or because this is something new, and this isn't the same person that you at one point dated. You might be telling yourself that, actually, that, well, this isn't who I met, you know, this isn't who I, you know, agreed to date, so I'm waiting for them to get back to that place. And I just feel like right now the cards are saying that that person is just not there right now. And again, we don't speak in terms of definiteness, like of definitive, because people have choice, people can change. But what we can't do is put all of our eggs in one basket, especially when we talk about um, other people, because people always have choice. So if someone chooses to continue down the road that they're on, that's their choice, and they have that right, and that's not wrong or right. But what you can't do is say, well, I'm going to ride along with them and hope that they make this left. But what if they don't make that left, and you wanted to make that left, but then you were just kind of like, I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket and go with them, and you know that this person is known to just kind of do whatever. I don't know if that made sense, but basically the point is that the Eight of Cups card in reverse is just saying that you guys are talking yourself out of doing something that you know you need to do. So just keep this information on hand. But that's the gossip. You know, the not so positive gossip about you is that people are noticing that it's starting to not just be something that you can keep in your home, and it's something that people are noticing. Maybe this person's doing some online stuff. I'm not sure, but people are talking about it, and yeah. Now, that might not resonate for everybody. This is a collective reading, but if it did, I wish you well. If you have any questions or you need some advice, shoot me a message on Instagram. Because, like I said, I do work with people like this. So I would love to talk to you about it. And if it did resonate with you in any way, Ashe, very grateful for that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out the information in my bio. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to group 3. All right. Bye. Okay, so this is going to be the spread for group 3. We're just going to go down the cards right now. So we have the Temperance in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the World card. And then we have the Eight of Swords. And then we have the Devil card in reverse. So right off the top, what I'm seeing for you guys is that this spread, the gossip that's going on is that you fell off. And that just kind of means, for what I'm seeing, and this is just what I'm gathering, is that there was something that you were on, like you were on a specific path, and you have lost your footing. You have kind of diverted from the path. Just whatever metaphor you want to put there to basically describe you no longer continuing on the path that you were once on. I'm feeling like for some of you all, this has to do with weight. I feel like some of you all, the word gluttony is coming up. I feel like maybe because of situations that are happening in your life, you have turned to food as a coping mechanism. You've turned to food as something that just makes you feel good for right now, because you can't maybe necessarily handle the curveballs that life is throwing at you right now. um, I do feel like with this world card right here in the center, I do want to say that tarot is basically telling you guys, the tarot cards are saying that you can't forget what this all is. Okay, so in the midst of the gossip that's happening about you guys, you cannot forget that this is all one big lesson or a cycle of sorts. Like, and I feel like for some of you guys, you are letting yourselves fall victim to your circumstances. Okay, and oh, card fell out. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of break down what I see with the cards. So with the Temperance being the first thing, and the overall energy just lets me know that there is a loss of balance. There is a loss of a symbiotic, mutual relationship between something. And so if it resonates with you that this is about gluttony, this is about food or alcoholism, perhaps maybe you're drinking more than you usually do. Um, the Temperance card is just telling you that one point there was something that was balanced out, and that you have excess. You're doing too much of it essentially, and that's why I'm saying it could be food, alcohol, it could be drugs even. With that double card, the last card being the double card, in reverse, it means that you have gotten to a point where you don't have control like you think you do. I think that you think you have control over this thing. Like I said, it could be food, it could be alcohol, it could be sex. Maybe you're having more sex with multiple partners. I see potential recklessness going on, and we're just going to be completely transparent and open and honest. This is not a channel for kids, so I'm treating everyone like they know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's recklessness going on here, and Temperance card in reverse is just saying that there's balance that needs to be restored. Balance needs to come back into your life. Not to say that you need to be completely absent from whatever, because, well, I'm gonna be the first person to tell you, I never tell anybody, what they should and shouldn't do, because we all have choice, and I respect every single person's choice. But what I am saying is that spirit may be telling you, because spirit knows, spirit may be telling you that there are some things that you are not balancing out that you may need to in order to pass this world test. All right, this world card lets you know this is a lesson, this is a cycle, this is a test. And yeah, so ten of Cups card in reverse, along with the Eight of Swords card, is just telling me that there's a lot of struggle going on with you guys, and you guys are not. I feel like you guys are feeling overwhelmed, and it's just causing just a domino effect of just bad decision making. Okay, hold on one second. Excuse me. I feel like it's causing you guys to make bad decisions, um, and oh, excuse me. And I feel like what you have to remember is that a lot of this is mental. A lot of this is just what you continue to tell yourself over and over again in your head, that you can't do it, that it's too hard, that everything bad is happening, that this is that eating this whole box of honey buns is what I need to do right now. And trust me, you guys, um, like I'm someone that has came from having to deal with eating disorder. All right, so I'm not speaking from a place of not being able to empathize or understand what you could possibly be going through on a mental aspect, because there were times in my past where I would literally black out and just binge, right? Um, However, I will say that even with my own self, I will say that a lot of that was very much mental, and just having poor coping mechanisms, associating and relating food as something that it should have never essentially been to me. Like, food cannot be my safety net. And I'm not saying it, I'm not, please don't misconfuse. Please don't misunderstand what I'm saying, because I'm speaking specifically to me, not anyone else right now. Me personally, I had to understand that I had a poor relationship with food. I had a poor association with what food was supposed to be and what it was at one point in my life. And so that was where that awareness is where the steps of getting to a place where I could established what relationship I wanted to have with food on a conscious and deliberate manner. All right. And that was something that I did, by myself. I didn't, um, have to, do any sort of Western medicinal or therapy practices. I didn't do any of that. It started with me having to be completely aware and honest with myself. And so, me speaking from personal experience, I would pass that advice along to anyone that this resonates with for group 3, that if this is something that you're dealing with, if you're dealing with a vice that you feel like you're losing control over, if you are able to come from a really honest place, not a defensive place, because I know a lot of people, especially with topics like this, they get defensive, first and foremost, because um, ego comes out, and you go into fight or flight mode, and you feel like you need to protect yourself. And this is a safe space. My whole channel, I want to be a safe space. I never want someone to come on here and feel like they can't express themselves, or say things, or even hit me up in a private message, and just to talk. Like, I never want anyone to feel like they can't do that. We will be respectful to everyone, so if I see disrespect, then that'll be handled. But safe space meaning you feeling like you can confide, or you can open up without having to feel judged. So anyway, when the ego comes down and you're able to look yourself in the mirror and really assess and analyze where you are, what your vices are, do you have control of your vices, can you control your eating, your smoking, your drinking, your sex, or your sex life, your work, workaholics, anything that at one point was balanced and now has just kind of tilted over into this temperance vibe. Those are things that I would suggest you guys kind of practice some self-awareness on, to see where you are and see what can be improved, because everyone can improve, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to pull some cards from the Spellcasters deck to just get a little bit more information. So, let's see. What else? What is the gossip going on? Because, like I said, the gossip, I know that was kind of, I did take that a little left, but the gossip around you guys is just that you fell off. Maybe because of the imbalance with food or alcohol. Maybe your health is taking a turn and people are starting to realize it. Maybe you've gained a significant amount of weight recently and people are starting to realize it. So I think or maybe you're just in a really bad mood lately, and people are starting to realize it. Whatever it is, people are taking notice of that, and they're saying, hey, what's going on with Jessica? What's going on with Brittany? What's going on with you know I was about to just say the most craziest name. I'm not even going to do that right now. But anyway, whatever's happening, people are taking notice of your overall mood and energy, and that's what they're talking about. So we're going to figure out, we're going to get some more detail. I just want to get some more detail about that. What are people talking about specifically regarding the vices and the imbalance? What are they talking about? Go. Okay, so we got the Emperor card. So maybe that you guys have been just doing this consistently, and so the results have been very rapid as far as whatever this vice is. Like I said, maybe you gained a lot of weight really quickly, yeah, and then the Nine of Cups card right here I pulled next to the Emperor card, and then the Five of Swords card. Yeah, you guys could be just really getting you guys could be getting defensive. Maybe people have voiced their concerns to you and you shot them down, and you just started barking about how you don't want people in your life prying into your life. Maybe you're a private person, and your behavior is causing some concern with maybe close friends or family, people who love you and care about you. That could be something as well, with that Five of Swords, this need to defend yourself, and you feeling this Nine of Cups, like maybe you feeling like you're okay, you got it under control. So to be able to really be honest, you don't have to be honest with me or anyone else out there in the world. You don't have to be honest with anyone. but you owe it to yourself to be honest with yourself. All right. And that's just really the truth of the matter. That's the rule. Just be honest with yourself, because you make it a lot harder on yourself in this life if honesty is not first and foremost with yourself. Okay. So um, that's what I have for group 3. If this resonates with you, ashe, I'm so grateful. Again, please understand where I'm coming from. There's no need to get defensive. Sometimes when I do readings and it's not like the most positive thing, I just feel like, people are going to possibly interpret that as I'm attacking, and then they say things that are attacking. And there's just no need for that, because, like I said, the cards are the cards, and whether it resonates with it can either resonate with you or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, that's totally fine. You can keep it moving. We got you. And if it does, you don't even have to say anything. I mean, that just could be something that you have to deal with yourself. Spirit brought you here for a reason. All right. And even in that, maybe this doesn't resonate with you, but maybe you were supposed to hear this because this is something that this is going on with someone close to you. So now you can kind of get an inside knowledge on maybe what someone close to you is dealing with, so that you can come from a place of empathy and sympathy, and you can kind of know what to do. All right. So I hope all that made sense. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and read the description box. Okay, all my information's in there. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye. Okay, so this is going to be group 4's reading. This is for group 4. What are they gossiping about? What is the good gossip or the bad gossip or the in-between gossip, right? And so for you guys, I'm going to read the cards out. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Chariot, you have the Knight of Cups, you have the Empress card in reverse, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles. So right off the top, I'm getting this vibe that you guys are like trailblazers. Okay, I see so much movement in your spread. It's insane. And the only reverse card, Empress, really, the Empress card in reverses really talks about just challenging yourself, moving outside of your comfort zone and going. And so that pairs so nicely, the Empress card in reverse pairs so nicely with the Chariot card, right? So it's just about you just taking so much massive action and trailblazing, and I see you guys doing that. And then in the Ten of Pentacles being the last card in the spread, that results card almost, it just shows the inheritance of what it is that you're going for coming to pass. And so the gossip is just really positive. It's just, people noticing like how you're just making so many moves, you're just doing so much, And okay, side note, my fiance he sat me down and we were watching the Scarface movie, right? It was my first time watching the Scarface movie, right? I'm 28 years old, and it's the first time I've ever even watched Scarface. I didn't even know anything about the movie, right? But that's his favorite movie. So funny. So I'm watching it and I'm just like, man, this dude is so dope. Like he literally, just took the law of attraction as far as him saying, even when he had nothing. And if you don't know Scarface, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, and you probably aren't going to know anything I'm talking about for the next 3 minutes. But Scarface, it was really him. It was all about law of attraction. Like, he said it even when he had no money, no nothing, no notoriety, nobody knew who he was. He said, the world is going to be mine, or he said something like that. It was like, the world is mine, or the world is going to be mine, or I want the world. Basically, he was saying, I want to accumulate a certain lifestyle for myself. And he took massive action. Like, he was about it. Like, he was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And that, coupled with that burning desire to accumulate, this lifestyle, like, even as far as taking his boss's woman, like, he saw her and he was like, that's my woman. Like, you're gonna marry me, we're gonna be together. Like, he took, it was a little aggressive. So, like, let's not be that aggressive when someone's telling you they're not interested in you, even though we kind of already knew she was kind of playing coy. But point is that he was speaking that stuff into existence like it was going to happen, like it already happened. He just had, gotten it yet. That's the whole concept of manifesting. So I say all that to say that that is you guys. You guys are the Tony Montanas, the Scarface of it all. That is you guys. You guys are trailblazers, and I see you guys, not really ending the way that movie ended, but just like that part where like he does all this work and then he gets this beautiful house and he has the beautiful woman, or whatever the woman metaphorically could mean to you. Maybe it's a woman, maybe it's a man, maybe it's a car, whatever it is that you set your sights on is my point. I see you guys like, working so hard and taking so much action and coupling that with so much burning desire to have it, that it starts to show itself in this reality for you guys. And people are noticing that. They're like, man, they're about their business. Like, they are so serious right now. Like, they, and then on top of that, with the Knight of Cups, for me, I personally am reading that as just, you guys are trailblazers, but you're not assholes. Like, you're very nice, you're kind-hearted, you're kind-spirited people. You're not walking over people. You have certain principles about yourself, which is cool. I know the Hierophant isn't in this spread, but I am getting that Hierophant vibe as well, though. But really, it's just that you guys are about your business, but you're not selling your souls either. And so that's dope, because to be able to do both, when in this day and age it's so easy to sell out and sell your soul, like the fact that you guys are maintaining whatever morals resonate with you all is super cool. But yeah, I just see you guys being just trailblazers, and just like, even with that Wheel of Fortune card, like, things are just going your way, things are moving, things are fluid, okay? And yeah, I don't know. This is the good gossip, all right? This is what you want people to say about you, because I feel like you guys are going to be the ones that like are legacies. Like, people are going to talk about you even after you leave this earth. They're going to be like, hey, that person that just like went from like rags to riches? Like, that's what I'm getting for some of you guys, all right? So I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Spellcaster's Tarot deck, just to get a little bit more clarification. So can we get a little bit more clarification on, thank you. Oh, two cards came out. So we have Knight of Wands. Yeah, Trailblazers, Knight of Wands. He's going, and he is, he's kind of, and even with the Chariot card, the Chariot card and the Knight of Wands kind of, with your reading, it's saying that you've done enough contemplating, and you guys are just taking action. You guys are not sitting around waiting for a miracle to happen. You guys are not sitting around waiting for things to just fall into your lap. You guys are like, all right, this is what I want to do. Let's go. Like, if we messed up, but we're going to go. And that is entrepreneurship, okay? Like, I was talking to someone a while ago, but we were talking about like what it takes to be an entrepreneur and a successful entrepreneur. And a successful entrepreneur is not afraid to fail, because you only fail when you stop, right? So fear cannot be in your vocabulary when you're trying to make something from yourself and go against the status quo. Not to say there's anything wrong with the status quo, but some of us are not made for that. And I don't think that you guys are. I see you guys being very entrepreneur minded. You're going out there and you're starting that business, and you don't care if you don't have all of the stuff that you need. You're going to figure it out as you go. And I feel like the universe is going to, especially this Ten of Pentacles card, they're going to reward you for that. But also what came out was the Two of Swords. Right? Two of Swords. So I just feel like for that, you're also just, an Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're just like, it's stuck, but it's stuck in the sense of, I feel like you were in a place where you were doing that, you were in a place where maybe you were contemplating, and I just feel like, you're not there anymore. You were there, and it's like, you know what, I'm not gonna stay stuck. I want to go. I want to take massive action. And with that Ace of Pentacles card, you are seizing the opportunity, because opportunity has presented itself for you. Maybe you woke up with a dream of success in the business that you had. Maybe your guides visited you. Something happened that basically, lit a fire under your ass, essentially. And so you are like, you're going. Queen of Swords, yeah. You're done discussing it. You already know what you want. You figured that part out, and you're ready to just go. All right. You're not contemplating. You're not insecure about your vision or your goal or anything like that. And nobody, even with this Queen of Swords, nobody can come in and bring you doubt, because you're like, look, I already know. Like, if you're not a supporter, get out of my life. You know. I hope that resonates with the ones that it was supposed to resonate with. I, want to say congratulations in advance to anybody that does resonate with. If that's something that I spoke on and maybe you just needed confirmation, then there you go, and congratulations. Um, Thank you guys so much for watching. If this did resonate, like I said, if it did, ashe, I'm very grateful. Please hit that subscribe button. Check out my bio. I put a bunch of stuff in there. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.